Welcome to Serenity Wealth Now with Chris Cooper. This is not your typical financial radio show. As a licensed CPA, insurance agent, and investment advisory representative, Chris coaches his clients on a holistic view of financial well-being with an objective of providing a complete financial strategy to fund life's goals. Chris is here to guide you down the path to the financial serenity you deserve. Now, here's Chris Cooper.
All right, good morning, folks. Strap in and make sure you loosen that belt a little bit, because today we're probably going to gain a little bit of weight, because we are here sitting down having a conversation with Jill Segal of Jilly's Cupcake Bar. How are you?
I'm alive.
You're alive?
Good.
Today
Yeah.
you're alive?
Yes.
I've heard a lot of people say, any day above ground is a good day.
Yes.
Not
It's
bad.
A good day.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
plus I eat cupcakes.
Well, and does that help? I mean, it helps enjoyment, right?
Never hurts.
Yeah.
Never.
So how do you get into making a business about cupcakes?
Actually, I was buying a cake for a friend of mine.
Okay.
And I went to Companion in Clayton at the time. And I bought a raspberry lemon cake that cost $90.
Yeah.
And I hate raspberry and I hate lemon.
Well, that's a good purchase then.
Yeah.
This makes a lot of sense.
But they said it was the best cake to buy.
Okay.
So I bought it. Everybody loved it, but
Yeah.
I didn't have a drop of it.
You didn't, now did you even try it?
No.
I was going to say, like, all of a sudden you're like, I love raspberries and lemons.
No. That
Okay.
didn't happen. No. So I was a little bitter, and I spent $90 on it and didn't have a bite. So I thought, well, this sucks. So I started looking into stuff, and nothing really happened. And then I was at my dentist's office, and I read an article in Time magazine on the last page about cupcakes. And this is back in 2007.
Yeah.
About cupcakes being on Sex and the City with Magnolia Bakery.
Okay.
And also Sprinkles off of Rodeo Drive had opened the year before. So cupcakes were a big deal. And I'm reading about it, and I thought, oh, you could get individual celebrations.
Sure.
So instead of, and we sell cakes, but as a rule, people like different things. If you take a family of 4, the dad's going to like one thing, the
Yeah.
mom's going to like something else,
Sure.
and each kid is going to have a different like.
Yeah. Well, and that's true. I mean, if you look at the for those watching on video, we have 4 different cupcakes, and you could do all these as an individual cake, but now
Yeah.
you have some varieties.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And when we do cakes, we do them, we copy our cupcake. So our, turtle cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake. We have a sprinkle one that's got sprinkles on the outside.
Yeah.
And it's a celebration.
I know. I was looking at your website, and it's also right here on the yeah. There's some really nice little things there.
There's
So
a lot of
yeah,
amazing.
I think I gained some weight just looking at it.
Yeah, well, trust me, I gained it. I've gained it by eating them and our
It's
ice
quality
cream.
control, Jill.
In theory, it seems like that's how I started out. But it's when you eat a cupcake in 2.5 minutes when you're hungry and there's no food and you're hungry.
Yeah.
So it's a cupcake.
Well, and 18 years later, a lot of trials, tribulations along the way. Here you
A
are.
few pounds,
Yeah.
right? A few pounds because they're good.
Yeah. Now, has your recipe changed along the years?
No, not really.
What's the big? Now, I'm not saying what's your secret here, because you're not going to leave. I will not have you get your secret out there.
You're not that cute.
Oh, good.
So I'm
Darn
not
it.
going to give any secrets.
Well, you
away.
shouldn't anyway. And if I was not, I would bleep it out anyway.
Right.
So,
Of
but
course you
there's
would.
got to be something from a passion perspective that has brought it to make it. And actually, I saw it, because I'll give it to you. I think I know what it is. Let me know how close I am. When you were putting this display out there, you didn't bring them on this tray, right? You just got a nice little display here, but you didn't like the way that they were displayed. They weren't perfect.
Right.
So you went in, you grabbed a knife, and you made sure you smoothed out the edges. And I have a feeling that same quality of care goes into everyday decisions that you have inside of Jilly's Cupcake.
We sure hope so.
Yeah.
That's why we have professional designers decorate. But sometimes we're less than perfect, but our quality is still the same.
Yeah.
So we still use real butter and real eggs and real cream cheese. So our cupcakes don't taste like you would get at a national food chain,
Right.
so to speak, because it's homegrown.
Yeah.
And they're delicious. I mean, people
Absolutely.
have used so many adjectives I can't say on the air at all because they're dirty and they're sexual. So I'll
Oh
just
my.
leave it at
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the beginning, when we first opened, people are like, oh, this is, I'm like, my gosh, there's kids. You can't say that word. There's children. And so, yeah, that's
Well,
the deal.
they are delicious, and I've got 4 different ones to choose from. We'll see what my kiddos get brought home with because Stacy's in the other room and she's already claimed a few. So
I'm glad I didn't bring the turtle, which is my favorite cupcake.
yeah.
And we use real dulce de leche inside with real cream cheese.
Okay.
And I forgot to mention that our chocolate buttercream and our chocolate fudge ganache is all imported chocolate.
Okay.
So it's not, and I love Hershey's.
Yeah.
Everything about Hershey's. Love the Milky Way Snicker bar, whatever.
Yeah.
But we have imported chocolate. So our overall cupcake or cake or any dessert that we make is profoundly stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a mix you would get at the store and add your margarine or whatever oil. We don't use oil.
Yeah.
We don't use anything that's not, I won't say natural, but we don't use things that aren't top quality.
Right.
Even since COVID, which was a hurdle because the prices went 3 times higher.
Yeah.
Just like when you guys go to the grocery store and buy eggs for $5 a carton.
Yeah.
We're buying it in much larger quantities.
Right.
And it's much larger money.
Yeah.
It's 3 times the amount.
Absolutely. And you can't substitute
No.
eggs.
And that's the deal, is that we can't substitute gourmet chocolate for, and again, I love Hershey's.
Yeah.
So I don't want to diss any candy bars. Love them. But you can't do that. And like we use real imported cocoa.
Yeah.
When we do something with cocoa powder. But we don't use cocoa powder to make buttercream.
Okay.
We use real chocolate. And we fold it into vanilla buttercream.
Okay.
And we use real butter and we use real cream cheese for a cream cheese frosting. And it's amazing.
So that's the quality ingredients that comes into it. And there's
Yeah.
care that goes into it as well. Because you could take shortcuts.
Oh,
You absolutely could. And I'm sure you know many people that do.
well, you can go grab a cupcake at the corner and see what a shortcut is.
Absolutely.
When it sticks to the roof of your mouth, that's fake oil, margarine,
Yeah.
crap fest.
Yeah.
So it's not like that. They're delicious. I mean, I wouldn't gain weight and stick it in my mouth over and over and over again if it sucked.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
And I don't eat things, especially dessert, that aren't amazing. Because what's the point? I'm already a chub. I don't want to be
Not so.
chubby.
Not true. But geez.
I am. He's a guy. He's just being
Good
nice
grief.
and kind. You know. Anyway, so I wouldn't. I mean, I can eat a cupcake literally in like 2.5 minutes, inside out, because all of our cupcakes, except for our Simplies, are stuffed. So everything has something stuffed inside
Yeah.
that goes with what
Right.
the cupcake should be. And they're just, I'm looking at the banana pudding and I want to shove it in my face. And we have the
So it's the strawberry one for me, just so you know. Like that's where my head goes. I want what's inside that one.
People love
it's strawberry. It's strawberry, right?
Yeah.
In there, yeah.
And it's just like if you went to the ice cream man. God knows in this weather and this day and age, it's probably $12 for a strawberry crunch bar. Anyway, it's made after that, and then we have our chocolate Reese's Chunkage that has chocolate buttercream and peanut butter buttercream.
There we go.
And we also have it in vanilla, but the chocolate is mostly a guy thing because they want all the decadence, all the flavor. And I like the vanilla because then you can taste the chocolate and taste the vanilla.
Yeah, I tend to be a little bit, I like more the lighter chocolate myself. Right. That's me.
And we get guys that want vanilla, but it's the same. They're just different ways.
No, I'm not a big chocolate guy though. I like a little bit of chocolate.
Then you would probably.
Yeah. So Stacy likes chocolate. She get like her and our youngest son. They will always get that big double chocolate cake thing. I'm like, whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot for me.
It's a lot for me too.
So when you go to a restaurant, you have a nice meal, whatever it is, right? Do you ask for the dessert menu?
No.
I was gonna say, like, you'd almost have to be a critic too.
No,
it would be tough.
I just like really good things.
Yeah.
And we actually lowered our prices maybe it's been 2 months now, back to some better pricing.
Yeah.
And we saw a huge response from our clientele because we kept raising it because the price of goods kept getting raised.
Well, it's very commodity driven, unfortunately. And with inflation the way it's been, it makes it pretty darn tough.
Just
right?
Don't even talk to me about inflation.
Yeah.
Or
you feel it.
I feel it daily, whether it's personal or business.
Yeah. And unfortunately, there's very rarely situations where prices go back down. It's very, very rare, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. It would be nice.
Yeah, it would be delightful.
It would. I'm always, I hate talking about that because I'm like, look, I could predict that prices are going to go down, but I just don't think that that's the case. So we need to plan for the fact that you're likely going to see a normal, and we want reasonable inflation. We actually don't want any inflation, if I'm being truly honest, right? Like that's
inflated.
Yeah.
Everything is inflated.
We tend to see a reasonable rate of inflation over time. You just hope that it doesn't hit you like it is. But when you shut down a world economy for a couple of years, that kind of things are going to happen, unfortunately. But
yeah, and we are a treat. And some people buy us once a week, and some people wait once a year. Please don't wait once a year.
Yeah,
because I see
every day should be a treat.
They're like, oh, we come in every year. I'm like, well, it's a good thing I wasn't holding my breath or I'd have been dead on your birthday last year. So it's, yeah, I mean, we normally have food. We currently are temporarily have stopped our food because we have to find the right chef.
Yeah.
And
well, because I can tell in all the things that you do, quality of ingredients matters to you. That's the care aspect. And if you do not have that quality, you would rather just not have it.
Right. Because we can have half ass.
That's okay. We'll take it. Yeah. We can, if we can bleep it up. It's okay.
Okay. So
I think that way it's not a, it's a noun. It's not a, it's an adjective. So I think you're fine. Or a verb maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll call my grammar teacher from grade school. Though we do have a lot of teachers that come in. Anyway, so we have, what were you talking about?
We want your care for quality ingredients.
Well, because that's how we started. So we can't all of a sudden go to crappy margarine oil kind of buttercream.
Yeah. Wouldn't work.
We can't go to something that's, I don't want to diss anybody or any products. Because
subpar. It's okay. That just covers it. You're fine.
Good. Because I don't want to be mean.
No, that's okay.
Because I'm looking at our banana pudding and it says, eat me. And I know that's from that, what's that fairy tale? Oh, it's the...
Alice in Wonderland.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the one.
And they have a tag that says, eat me.
Yeah.
And I wanted to use that, but...
Did that one make you get bigger or smaller? on that. There was one of them, and there was another one that she drank and it made her shrink. So remember, yeah, because she changed sizes. When one of them she ate it and it made her bigger, and one of them she drank it and it made her smaller. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
All I know is I just get bigger every year. And I'm looking at them going, geez, you could mix the banana pudding and the Reese's chunkage, and that would be awesome and delicious.
It would be. We'll have to try that later.
And then we've got this month we have cookies. So we have like a snickerdoodle cookie on top of snickerdoodle buttercream and stuff inside that goes with.
Well, and you do something different every month. I think that's something that's kind of cool. You switch the menu. You have your staples, but then you also do some things each and every month that just makes it a little bit different.
Yeah, that ties in with either holidays or seasons.
Yeah.
And we have a Jilly's on the beach that we did early in the summer, but it was raining for part of the summer.
Yeah.
And now it's just hot. Hot. And at 100 degrees, really, I think the only thing that makes you happy is if someone handed you $1 million, maybe a cupcake.
Yeah.
For a minute or
That's
5.
fair. I'd take both.
Yeah, because in this heat, it's like.
You can't eat $1 million, I mean, if
you
you're.
could give it to me and I could look at it and think about it and get back to you after I leave with the $1 million. Because I'm certain I could eat $1 of $1 million.
Maybe,
Yeah, for $1 million, I'll eat $1. I'll chew it up and swallow it all day long.
So quality of ingredients is what's really important to you. Obviously, that's something that is very important with your brand and as well. Now,
it's important with our customers.
And it makes sense, right? Yeah. If you wouldn't have a customer base if the ingredients weren't there.
Well, right. And I grew up hating buttercream because I didn't know what real buttercream was.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
So the first time I had real buttercream, Dana Holland, our old executive culinary chef, made some, and I'm like, what is that? I had never tasted real buttercream. I have tasted grocery store buttercream.
Yeah.
And had no clue what it really tastes like. And I was like, well, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's delicious. And now I eat the buttercream, where I used to just scrape it off and then just eat the cake. Because I would not, it sticks to the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
And it's kind of stuck there. And you could form it and it'll stay that form, whatever you make it into, it'll stay that way. Where this actually melts. And you can't leave these in the car because buttercream will melt.
Yeah.
And we do things with curd, like our top-selling bee sting has lemon curd inside, and you can't leave that out in 100 degrees or 90 degrees or 80 degrees. So, and we recommend if you get the cupcakes, take them right home. I've brought cupcakes into where I'm grocery shopping or where I'm going because I don't want them to get ruined.
Sure.
And they're not, free.
Well, and you can also get them inside of your local grocery store as well, can't you?
Oh, well, that's a good plug.
Yeah.
Yes, you can get them at your local Deerbergs.
There you go. I thought you were in Deerbergs.
Yeah, we're in Deerbergs at the lake as well.
Yep.
And we're in all 27 stores because I think they just acquired a couple more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, they're just delicious.
Yeah.
I'm a little prejudiced because it has my name on it, but I love our cupcake.
Yeah, well, and your customers do too. Now, you mentioned COVID a little while ago. Had to do some changing, and I know you don't want to think. We don't like to think about it. It was a hard time. We're gonna ignore it, like the blip, right?
It was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. But there was some cool things that came out of it. In some ways, it forced it to do a little bit more on a digital basis.
Right.
And I know a big part of your business now is also ordering online.
Yeah.
And you didn't do that prior to COVID much, did you?
No. And when COVID hit, the first couple days when they said, no business, no one can be out, no one can do anything except necessity.
Yeah. Well, and you, especially where you were down, you're St. Louis. So St. Louis County was much more strict. And, I'm in St. Charles County. It wasn't it wasn't open border stuff, but it was a little bit more lax. But in the city, it was definitely more
Oh
so.
yeah, and they're like mandatory or what's the word?
Oh, geez, you're putting me on the spot here. So yeah, you had to be a
Show.
yeah, it was. Oh man, see, why you got to do that to me? I'm supposed to know everything off the top of my head. Yeah, so you had to be a required worker or whatever it was. That not mandatory, but
essential.
Essential. That's the word.
Essential.
Yeah. Like, well, cupcakes are essential.
Well, that's exactly what we thought. So we're like, well, if you're depressed and you can't leave your house,
Yeah.
you must have cupcakes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what's the point? Anyway, so we made a couple changes then because we didn't have a choice.
Right.
And of course, we're in Deerbergs, which really, really helped.
Yeah.
Because people could go to Deerbergs, and we stayed open with curbside. We would bring the cupcakes out to the car and put in their trunk or back seat and have no contact. And that was great. And it actually helped our business because we weren't online selling our products. So that was a bad, good thing.
Sure.
So
well, I think every business has to adapt. And I think that's, in environments like that, some good things can come out of it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't just go, oh, well, that's it, I'm out. Like you have to think differently.
Well, because the first 2 days when they said everything's closed, we were like, no, we can't do this.
Right.
So we started we brought our food back, and we had online with my social media person, who's also a graphic designer, was awesome. So that's the deal.
Yeah.
So it helped us in a couple different ways.
Yeah. All right. So obviously you've been doing this for what, 18 years? 18 years. Is that exciting?
When I was 18.
You still loving cupcakes?
I love cupcakes.
Yeah.
I am a little older.
Yeah.
And a little more tired.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what does retirement plan look for you? What is the dreams of a cupcake connoisseur, cupcake queen? There we go. Beautiful. What does retirement look like for a cupcake queen in St. Louis?
Well, it would probably not be in St. Louis.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, our weather's hit or miss, so yeah, that's probably better to state it. Even from a St. Louis, we can admit our faults as a city.
I grew up here,
so
and when I was old enough to drive, I drove to California, and then I drove back here years later because I had to. So, it would just be to be a part of Jilly's.
Yeah.
And not do it every day and night.
Yeah.
12:30 at night going, oh, I got an idea for a cupcake. And we've had other employees help us because we always want to know what different people's opinions are on different flavors of cupcakes. And after 18 years, we've done thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands. But we know when a cupcake is awesome because people can't get enough of them. When we started doing our banana pudding a couple of years ago, it was so good. And I personally had 5, and I said I would share them with the staff, the front of house. And they just would leave their half sitting there. And I'm like, well, you can't leave the half sitting there with the with the pudding part goozing out, and it's just wrong.
Yeah.
So I had to eat it. So I ended up eating like 5 of them the first month.
Quality control right there.
In theory. And then it's just one of our top sellers because it's tastes, it's so good. And people are like, it can't be as good as and I'm like, no, it can be.
Yeah.
Because it's freaking delicious.
There you go.
And we also have a few cupcakes that people can't get enough of. We have a bee sting, which is lemon cream cheese with toasted almonds around the edge. And it's with a vanilla cake, and it's stuffed with lemon curd, which is basically the purest part of a lemon
Yeah.
in kind of like a curd. Sounds bad. It's not gross. It's like delicious and very bright and very lemony.
Yeah.
And
Well, I like lemon. I'm gonna have to get my hands on some of that.
well, it's our top seller.
I have a feeling the honey in there because of the bees
Yes.
in there. Yep,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And that's our top seller, and it beat out my favorite, which is turtle cheesecake.
Yeah.
And I'm still bitter. And the turtle has caramel.
Well, you
and
know, you can
chocolate.
control supply and demand. You know, you could just make less of one.
Yeah, what a great idea.
Yeah.
And really piss people off. That's
Yeah.
great.
Well, I mean, if you really want it depends on how passionate you are about
No.
this, being mad about one of them taking over the other one.
I love our turtle. It's made with chocolate and caramel buttercream.
Yeah.
And then it's in a chocolate cake, and it's stuffed with real cheesecake and real dulce de leche caramel. So you cut it open, which is what I suggest everyone should eat their cupcake. You cut it open and you eat from the inside out,
There we go. Okay.
and don't share it.
Don't
'cause
share.
I'm
Perfect.
not a believer of sharing.
One for everybody. That's what they are. They're single serve. They're in their own little wrapper.
No, they're a little
So-
big, but people go, "Oh my gosh, I can't possibly eat all that." I'm like, certainly you
Yeah.
can.
Well,
Take it for the team,
we're gonna give it a go.
because
All right.
otherwise you'll be
Well, we're gonna cut into one of these guys
Okay.
right now.
okay.
So it is time. So Jill, thank you so much for coming on, talking a little bit about Jilly's Cupcakes.
No problem. I
Appreciate it so much.
appreciate
I'm
it,
sorry,
Chris.
Cupcake Bar.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Call it what it is.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank
Chris.
you.
That's great.
Folks, you cannot be in business for 18 years without putting care and quality ingredients into the community you serve. It's just that simple. Jill's been doing it for 18 years right here in the St. Louis area, making good quality cupcakes from scratch with quality ingredients. And it shows. Weathering the storms of inflation, weathering those, craziness of COVID. Remember that? Do we still remember that? Because I'm ready to move on and stop talking about it. But it changes the economy. It changes our way of thinking. We have to adapt. Business owners have to find ways to adapt. And it goes for how you operate your business, whether you go to, taking orders over the phone to maybe going online, getting into some new technologies that you're forced to utilize. Sometimes the best things you can do come from difficult situations. And that's true for business owners, but it's also true for individuals, right? There's a lot of people that make really big shifts in their career when faced with tough challenges, right? Sometimes doors close and another one opens up, but you wouldn't know to look for that door that's open if the other one didn't close. We have to learn from challenges. We have to learn from mistakes, but we, more importantly, have to plan. We have to put together good quality ingredients, just like in cupcakes. If you do not start with quality ingredients into your financial plan and your strategy, guess what? It's probably not going to taste too good, right? We're investing in our future. We're investing in what tastes good in our future. You don't just put a bunch of ingredients into a cupcake and then just eat it right out of the bowl. Well, yeah, cake batter is kind of awesome. So I think that might be an exception, but you get my point here. You have to think about what happens during the baking process. You have to make sure it withstands that high heat, those changing environments, and then ultimately make sure it serves your future the way you want it to. Those are things that make sure when you put it to the right place, the right ingredients matter. The right ingredients matter in your future. They matter when you're doing something as simple as baking a cupcake. Quality ingredients makes a difference. That's what we want to make sure you understand and focus on at Serenity Wealth. And if you are not sure about the quality of ingredients in your financial plan, maybe it's time for a conversation. We can talk about cupcakes too. Tune in next week, Serenity Wealth Now Radio. Enjoy the weekend.
Serenity Now!
This is Serenity Wealth Now with Chris Cooper. Request a free copy of Chris's latest book, The New Holistic Retirement, by visiting SerenityWealthNow.com.
Investment advice offered through Fortis Capital Advisors, LLC.